don't think she knows she's here.
See if what time do you think? Oh yeah, he'll be set up easy by then. Let me call him. He should be there in the press box. So, okay. Oh, I'll take him. I'll give him a call. No, yeah, you're 100% good. Yeah. All right.
And good afternoon, basketball fans, and welcome out to Northwood, Louisiana. It is the Swamp here, home of the Northwood Gators, and we are ready for girls basketball action once again. This time it is the Oak Hill Lady Rams, ranked number 3 in Class B, and they welcome in the number 6 Pitkin Tigers, ranked number 6. And Coach Philip George and Coach Casey West had a couple of conversations, lengthy ones, prior to this game. All the fans know each other. They've all played together, played against each other. This is going to be one of those games. It has been an intense pregame. You've seen some of the pictures that we've put up, but my goodness, it's getting loud inside here. And I got to believe once it starts, it's not going to stop. Here come the Lady Tigers of Pitkin making their way out. Student section coming down to welcome them out. We're still about 10 minutes away from this. We're just into the warm-ups. And you see the student section for Oak Hill starting to get wound up. And class act and a quick apology. That was not the student section or anyone from Oak Hill that we said walked out in front and glared at the student section from Hicks, and wanted to go on record and saying that was absolutely not them. We'll mention again later in the game when people get on. But the Oak Hill Lady Rams getting set to come out. This place is full of blue and white. Both teams are blue and white, and so you can't really distinguish other than who's cheering and who's booing as to who is actually out here for this one. You see Pitkin getting loose. And Oak Hill, the way that it's set up, will have to run out right through them. So we'll see. This is game 3 of the season for these two teams to battle. Oak Hill has won both of these. I think game 1 was about a 5-point game. Both of them have been extremely, extremely close, and we certainly expect nothing different in this one. And you see the sign from Oak Hill. The Lady Rams will get ready to make their way out. Coach Bandy behind the sign. We'll see that. Trying to wait and get them cleared out a little bit, it looks like, so that Oak Hill doesn't have to run inside the sign. Or inside the players, for that matter. They'll hold up just a minute and give them a second to come out. You see Coach West and Coach Bandy making their way out. Boy, it is snug in here and not an empty seat. This place is at capacity once again. And here come, and it is a home game, so let them play their music. Lady Rams will make their way out here momentarily. You see the student section, the fans getting into this one, and it is indeed time to bring them out. I am Doug Gann with 446 Sports, and here we go. They'll meet right there at at the free throw line. Boy, it is time to get this going. Still about 7 or 8 minutes away. We'll let you listen to the sights and sounds of it. We will give you the starting lineups. First for the Lady Tigers of Pitkin. They're similar to what we saw last time. Number 1, Natalie Nolan. Number 22, Charlie Lentz. Number 45, Madison Johnson. Number 15, Lila Markle. And number 33, Lexi Strother. For Coach West and her Oak Hill Lady Rams. Number 12, senior Briley Ducey. Senior number 15, Jody Jowers. Third senior on the roster, number 20, Cassie Lacaz. Number 24, the junior Laney Johnson, and number 23, just a sophomore, Braylee Cetus. So they are getting ready to do battle. Again, we're going to show you the sights and sounds of it. The Oak Hill student section is definitely ready to go in this one. Fans are getting settled in. I don't think they're too much on their feet just yet. Saving a little bit of time because they know it's going to be an intense one. A lot of writing on the shirts of the Pitkin student section. We'll see what, hard to see what each of them says, but well, that's part of it, is getting out for these games. You see the Oak Hill cheerleaders now starting to make their way in from being out at the free throw line with the Lady Rams. We'll back out and we'll let you watch what's going on here in a little while. We'll have the starters from downstairs in just a moment. I am Doug Gann with 446 Sports, excited to bring you girls high school playoff basketball. The winner of this one goes to March Madness, punches a ticket, and off to the semifinals against the winner of that Bell City game. Guys, don't go anywhere. Stick around. We're just a few minutes away from getting this thing going.
Will everybody please stand for the national anthem and prayer? Starting off with the Pitkin Lady Tigers. 8th grade, number 15, Lala Markham. Freshman, number 44, Madison Johnson. Sophomore, number 33, Tennessee Strother. Sophomore, number 22, Charlie Vance. And junior, number 1, Natalie Dolan. And now, for your Oak Hill Lady Ram. Sophomore, number 23, Bailey Cedar. Junior, number 24, Lainey Johnson. Senior, number 20, Cassie LaCasse. Senior, number 12, Raleigh Ducey. And senior, number 15, Jody Chowers.
Ready to get things going there. You see the seniors, that's LaCaz and Jowers. Jody will come in and jump center, and we're just about ready to get underway. Again, I am Doug Gann with 446 Sports. On the floor for you, Nolan, Lentz, Johnson, Strother, and Markle for Oak Hill. Ducey, Jowers, LaCaz, Johnson, and Cetus. Winner goes to March Madness next week, and we'll play in the semifinals. Loser season is over in this one. Young team for Pitkin, and they are ranked 6th for head coach Philip George. You know that this is going to be intense, and the Pitkin student section already getting fired up and having a vote of confidence there. Jody in center along with Lexi Strother. Ball is up, and here we go. Controlled by the Oak Hill Lady Rams. And we are going to keep up with everything up here. There won't be a clock that's out there. We'll keep you posted on that. We're just early in the first. There's a steal on the inside. Going coast to coast and up with it. And that basket is there. Make sure we get it on the right side, and we do. Cross court, working it inside to Jowers, kicked it around, back outside, and that one is thrown away. And the Pitkin fans are excited about that one early on. That basket, I believe, was Lexi Strother or Lentz. I don't know if it was 33 or 22. But they will turn it over, and away we go. Intense pressure will come from both these squads. These are two very evenly matched and very similar teams. Shot off the back glass, no good. Banging around there. Jody comes out of there with it. She had 31 the last time out in that game. She's going to take the left-handed to the basket and get that to fall. 2-2 in this one, and here comes the pressure once again, but it will stay with Pitkin. .7:03 to go here in the first. Just a minute into this one, we're knotted at 2 apiece. You see that on your Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. Back up top, that is a 3. Misses, that's no good from Lentz. But the rebound is controlled. Up, kicked around. Ducey comes out of there with it, and she'll make her way down the floor the other way. A couple of good-looking shots. Cetus from the corner. They step out on her. Jowers from the top of the key, no good there, and that's where Oak Hill has struggled, is shooting the 3 ball of late. Coast to coast, up and in, that's Natalie Nolan. Back up the court they go, 4-2. Pitkin with the lead. Cetus, well, normally she'll fire that one away. Didn't do it this time, though. Laney will, no good. Rebound controlled by Cassie. Might have been a little shove there, but certainly calling it different than they did on that Monday night game. There's Briley dribbling around. She's out in the corner to Cassie. It'll go inside to Jody, up and under with the left hand, count the basket, and she'll go to the free throw line. Jody Jowers with the equalizer. They'll call that foul on 33. That is Lexi Strother. 5:56 to go here in the first period of play. Jowers looking to give Oak Hill their first lead. Gets the free throw and does. And here comes the pressure again from Cetus. But look, Pitkin is so well-versed at beating it, and now they've got numbers. Stops, pop, shot is up, no good, controlled by Johnson. And it will go, tackled down on the far side. And that'll be another foul coming up. No shooting on the floor. 45, Madison Johnson whistled for that one. Again, we'll keep the clock up here. 5:45 to go in the first period. One-man crew tonight. We've got you spread out all over the place tonight. Ducey over in the corner to Jowers. Thought about it, and now Will misses that one. Easy rebound controlled out by Pitkin, and the Lady Tigers are off and running. Stops, pop, shot is up, rolls around, no good. Jowers pulls down her 3rd rebound of the game. And there's that same type of pressure look. You better buckle in for this one. It's going to be about a wanted to walk, but left plant foot was planted. Laney fires away from downtown, misses that one. Rebound by Lacaz, and they're wanting a push. Cetus puts it back up and can't buy a bucket down low. And that's what you've got to fix. Coast to coast going the other way. Jowers pulls down number 4, and they'll quickly go back down the floor. It was Cetus inside, up, and it's no good. Looking for the rebound, and this is being called much differently than the game on Monday night. Letting them play, and that's what you want out of these two teams that just will bang away at each other the entire ball game. Long distance 3 is up, no good off the back iron, spun around. That's Markle for 3. Banks around, she follows in, rebound controlled there. And a second shot opportunity now for the Lady Tigers. Over the near side, turnover from, is that Markle? Yeah, Markle had the turnover. And Jody down on the floor in front of us, but she's back up and going. And they'll run the offense just around a bit to get her back in it. That's Cassie from downtown, misses that one, and Ofer from beyond the arc are the Lady Rams. Thought about from outside, good head fake. That one is launched from outside, no good from Nolan. And it will go over to the Lady Rams. Quickly, Amaya Courts and Roz Ducey get set to check in. Arcadia Lacaz comes in, as does Desiree Powell. Continue to say very, very young Pitkin team. Coach Phillip George and the Pitkin fans are going to be excited about the future here. But they don't want to talk about the future. They want to talk about the present. Courts over in the corner. Jody's going to fire away again. 3-ball, corner pocket. Jody Jowers. Splashed that one down from the left side, and she's been looking for that shot. Now she's there with Courts. Courts gets one of those long arms in there. Jody turns it over. It's going to go inside to Courts. Count the basket. And a timeout on the floor as it is a 10-4 run for the Oak Hill Lady Rams. 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it here. We'll get our commercials made up in halftime. But there you see it, 10-4 in this one. And it's been Jody setting things going. It's one thing that Amaya brings in when she comes into the game, her ability to put those long arms in there and slap the basketball away. This time she knocked it to Jody. Jody was able to get it to her, and so a good assist from Jowers. Again, so at the end of last game, while everybody's here and watching this one, while everybody got together, there were a group of young men that were walking out, and I misidentified them as some young men from the Buckeye student section. It was not them at all. They have been nothing but following and supporting this team all season long, and I figured as much in that traveling violation. It will go over the other way. So hats off to that student section from Oak Hill that has shown up in full force, as they have all season long. Cetus brings it into the front court, and we get settled in. Courts now. Spun around to Johnson. She'll fire away from 3. Unable to get that one to fall. Ducey is going to get whistled for a foul, and you saw that coming. That is Roz Ducey. That is the first personal foul for Roz. First team for Oak Hill, just 2, and we're under 3 minutes. 2:55 remain here in the first on this 10-4 lead for Oak Hill. Jody has really been on top of things tonight, but it's been the defensive rebounding. There's a long 3 that's up, bounces around, trying to get a shooter's touch, but no good was Markle. And a foul is going to be whistled on Laney, it looks like. They will. No, they'll call that on Cetus. They'll call that on Braylee Cetus. 2 team fouls apiece first, just 1 for either of them for any of the players on here. So early, no foul trouble, which is vastly different from that crew that was up here Monday night that seemed to call everything. And that's just not what these teams are used to, because they will come at you and come at you and come at you. Back to the top it goes. Over in the corner, oh, good head fake and drives to the basket. Kicks that one off, but thrown away up into the stands, up into the first row. Back playing defense, Lila. She's the 8th grader on this team, and I mean just as scrappy as you'll find. Jowers across top to Johnson. She's wide open from there, but a little bit out of her range. That's Amaya who'll fire away. She doesn't get it to fall. Rebound bangs around and goes into the hands of the Lady Tigers, and quickly down the floor they go. No hesitance. Laney trying to get the charge, but just good work there by Arcadia Lacaz to kind of sidestep her. Laney tried to lean into it, and she's going to pick up her first personal foul. First free throw up, and it's good. Bounces around, gets them both. And that stops a long run with 2 minutes to go in this one. Cassie's got it. She hangs on to it. She's going to try to work her way, but gets it over to Jody. Jody to Briley. Top of the key for 3. That one's up, and it's good. Jody Jowers knocks down another one. Quickly back down the floor they go, trying to equalize things, and that one is aired out and missed and no good. And Oak Hill with a 13-6 lead in this one. Well, Markle is back there just to put defense on you from the start. She's right on Briley. She will get on the ball handler the entire way. Cassie's got it in the corner. Now back up to Jowers, who's got 2 threes on the day. She's already got 8 in this one. And an offensive foul is whistled on Jody. She'll pick up her first. Over to the far side. That 3 is wide open, but long. No good there. Sliding in is Jowers, and it'll be a held ball. It will stay with the Lady Tigers of Pitkin. Good steal in there by Jody, and now off and running. Pitkin gets back defensively. Briley to the corner to Braley, and she's going to get whistled for a traveling violation there, and it will go back to the Lady Tigers. 13-6 in this one. 50 seconds remain. All right, courts will check in for Cetus here for the last minute or so. Again, we're going to keep it here throughout this one, and we will take our commercials and get them in during our break. Thrown over the top, nearly thrown away, nearing a 10-second call, and should have been it, as it was 50 seconds when they brought the ball in. Going to the basket, up, and it's in. That's Lila Markle. 13-8 here. Final 28 seconds in this one. Ducey's going to go in hard, and that's going to be a block. Trying to set the charge, but both players were moving. They call the block there on number 1. That is Natalie Nolan. And this Pitkin team is not happy at all. The fan base anyway. And that sends Ducey to the line for an opportunity for her first 2 in this one. First free throw bounces around, and the Pitkin fans hollering about the ball and it not line or something like that. Well, what a spirited first quarter this has been. Coach Philip George, you see him getting an explanation, if you will. That second one's up, and it's good. 14-8, 2-possession lead for the Lady Rams in here. It's going to be a charging foul. That one is against Natalie, so she picks up her second one back-to-back. And Cassie goes in there and picks up there, takes the charge here. 14-8, 12 seconds to go. Checking in, back in is Madison Johnson. She comes in and she'll swap places with Natalie Nolan, who picked up 2 fouls back-to-back. Still time to get down there and get set. 9, 8, and 7. Quartz kicks it out to Briley, who will fire away from downtown. No good. And a foul is going to be whistled. Boy, that's one you hate if you're any coach on here. That was on Cassie, picks up her first, and that's shooting. Now that's the 5th one too, so that's the reason why you hate one with 3 seconds. You bail out the other team in this one. Well, Coach, interesting to see what Coach West and Coach George have with their teams here at the break between the first and second periods, and that's just 3.1 seconds away. This is Arcadia Lacaz that goes there, and that first free throw rolls out, and it's no good. Quickly checking in for the last little bit, Desiree Powell will make her way in. Lacaz, second free throw, bounces, shooter's touch, gets it to fall, and that's good. 3-2. Now it's going to have to be one of those half-court heaves at the buzzer. Counted if it goes, rolls around, and it does not. We have completed one here. 14-9 in this one. Back for the second quarter of action. You see it on your Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard, 14-9. Lady Rams will inbounds and have the first possession here. Get it inside to Ducey, and again, there is Lila Markle, the 8th grader, who just is like a gnat on the ball handler for this Pitkin Lady Tigers team. Ducey had LaCaz behind her open. They feed Laney on the outside. Back that out a little bit so you can get a look at everything going on. There's Ducey inside, kicks it out, LaCaz. Cassie will fire away, but that was just a straight shot, almost a lob inside, up and under the board in the basket. Let's make sure everybody knows we're in the second, and we are. Markle with a good head fake, now jumps around near travel, but kicks it out. That 3-ball from downtown is Lexi Strother. And this lead is down to 4. I think 6 was the largest lead in this one. Pitkin off and running. They led with the initial basket. Markle nearly traveled, but able to gather herself, and to the rack she goes. Kicks it outside. All the way across the floor it goes. That 3 is launched, and it bounces around, no good. Briley's going to have it, and off go the Lady Rams. To the near side goes Jowers. She'll swap over, go to the basket, and an offensive foul is whistled there. That's just good work underneath by these Pitkin Lady Tigers. And there's some young lady in the crowd that is just very spirited and screaming at Coach West. And they may come up, and we'll see what. They'll send both teams back to the benches, and not sure what they've got. They're keeping Jody in the game. That lets me, that was the question. Did she have 2 or 3? One team foul, second personal foul for Jowers. Oh, in the corner, there's a steal into the lane. Laney's going to Euro step her way to the basket and going to be whistled for traveling. I think she might have got a little bit ahead of herself on that one. 16-12, you knew it was going to be a battle, and it will stay that way. Jumping in to the passing lane was Cetus, but it's knocked away. Will stay with the Lady Tigers. Boy, this young team from Pitkin is something. Both of these teams just so aggressive offensively and defensively. And there goes Laney jumping in the lane once again. This time it's a dish to Cetus, and count that one to Braley Cetus. Pressure again, Pitkin beats it. And she double dribble is whistled there, and it will go back over. So it just depends. You can see it's kind of light blue shirts for the Lady Rams, dark blue shirts for this group from Pitkin. Just inside of Vernon Parish. We're talking with some of them earlier about how come we didn't come down to Vernon Parish. Like to know that answer too. Won't let us. Jody rebounds it herself and goes back and gets that one, and now a 4-0 run off of the double dribble and the steal. Defense leading to offense here in this one. Spun around, now driving to the basket, kicked out. Good hand by Cetus, and it'll come out, and here is that little run from O'Keel. That one thrown away. Well, Briley will wish he had that one back, but it's the quickness to get back on defense for the Lady Tigers that has done this. Natalie Nolan, who picked up 2 fouls pretty quick, will make her way back in and swap places with Lexi Strother. And Nolan down there to bring this one in. Certainly delighted that you have chosen to watch this one with us tonight. If you're new to our Facebook page, go up and give it a follow. If you're watching it on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Leave us a comment of who you're rooting for in this one. Swung over, Jody trying for her third from downtown, doesn't get it. See if they're whistling a foul on that. They do not. It's just out of bounds, and that was a collision between Briley and Cassie. Ducey settles herself, and they get back going. Nolan's got it. Again, they're pressuring her pretty good. That one in the middle, and the press is beaten. One-on-one here. We go the other direction. That was Lacaz that was on her. To the basket, count it with Nolan. And if we miss one of them, we're trying to keep the camera up, so keep an eye on what's going on. We're flying solo tonight, that's no excuse. There's going to be a foul whistled on the floor, so no shooting out of that. They'll whistle that on 15, that's Lila Markle. Pass back over the top, goes to Jody. Again, 31 the other night. She'll fire away from downtown and misses everything. And they're going to whistle Briley for a loose ball foul underneath. Shouts of "you can't do that" resonate from that very spirited student section that Pitkin has brought, and then right back from the Oak Hill crowd. And that's the game within the game. Look, this thing has been amped up since the boys coach was crowd surfing earlier before this one. All the way down the way goes Markle. Back up top now. Nolan's going to get whistled for traveling, and Coach George just livid about how does she not get fouled there. Courts and Ducey set to check back in as Cassie and Briley come out of this one. And Coach Phillip George is not letting up at all on that end of it. These two coaches coach with very similar philosophies. We're going to get after defenses. We're going to get after officials. We're going to get after everything while there's time on the floor. Goodness, Braley goes into that padded area. That's why they put pad on that back wall. If you ever wanted to wonder, 20-14 in this one. 4 minutes to go. We're halfway home in the second. As Jowers battling. Good work out of Desiree Powell, though, to beat that, but the Pitkin Lady Tigers throw that one away. But I'm telling you, the ball handling of Desiree Powell has been solid since she's come into this one. Courts has it. Quickly, Markle is on her. She is going to be something to watch her next 4 years here. That one launched, kicked outside. Jody will fire up another one from straight away. Unable to get that one to fall, and Nolan comes out of there with another rebound. This one quickly down the floor they go. Do the Lady Tigers kicked around. Inside work, and that is the aforementioned Desiree Powell, who just continues to battle, and quickly down the other way, thrown away, and on the line. We'll see what is called here. Checking back in, Charlie Lentz, and it was on the line. Will come back in to Oak Hill. That is Lexi Strother set to check back in. Cetus now will make her way in. Spin move there off to Ducey, who kicks that one back out. Rolling around, and there's another turnover. And once again, that is Arcadia Lacaz. All the way across the floor it goes. Nolan drags a foot, and she's going to be whistled for a travel, and it'll go the other way. And Lacaz and Ducey. Briley will check back in. Not sure what they're talking about here, but I didn't check in. And so they'll bring Roz back over here. She didn't make it before the ball was handed over, so she'll come in at the next dead ball. 2 minutes, 48 seconds to go here in the first half. Very low scoring one. There have been shots, but the defenses, thank you, have prevented a lot of baskets. Kick back outside. It'll come up top to Laney. She's missed a couple. Need to get going. Ducks inside, and Coach Phillip George didn't like that. Instead, kick it out to Cassie for three. 23-16. I know it's down at the other end. Back the other way. Laney is there, and a save off the block. She spins around. Both teams just going at each other. Jody thought about it, and she'll back it out. 2-minute mark. Coach West wants them to just slow down just a bit, and I didn't think that was in either vocabulary. They work it inside to Jody. Good defensive work down low once again by Lacaz. Outside for three. That one is launched. Front iron, no good from Lacaz. So that was Powell earlier. We got her. That was Lacaz, and back in goes Markle. I can see all the text now about how I'm a dummy and get the name right, but we're quite a pace up here, and excited that we're able to bring you the live streaming of this one. 4 games going on the networks tonight. Menard softball, Menard baseball, Ash baseball, and Oak Hill and Pitkin for a trip down to Marsh Madness. Winner goes on, losers season is over. There's a steal inside by Cetus. Cassie's got it. She'll kick it outside to Braley. Let's see what they're going to. They're going to whistle a block, and that's the third one on Natalie Nolan. And quickly they'll get somebody up and in for her. You do not want to lose her early or get her fourth foul. Madison Johnson will check back in for Nolan. Nolan, the junior elder statesman on this very young team. They'll all be back next year. Cetus has it over to Lacaz, muscling her way in and not sure how. Wasn't called. Cassie up and in, gets that one to fall. Pretty good run for the Lady Rams. This had got back to a 4-point game at 20-16. 5-0 run all the way down the floor. He goes to Cetus. Good defensive back of the back, and they're going to be a foul that's whistled on Lexi Strother. And that will send Briley to the line to shoot two. They whistle that on Strother. Give her second is what I have. It may be different. Only 3 team fouls. 57.3 to go here in the first half. That one from Cetus bounces around and no good. You knew exactly what kind of game you were going to get when these two battled. It's just your classic brand of Class B basketball. There is never a night off. Gets that free throw to go, and it's the largest lead at double digits now, 26-16. Pitkin just having trouble scoring in this one. Good job of cutting the basket, but unable to get that to fall. Held ball, and it will stay with the Lady Tigers here, the dark blue from Pitkin. Sub coming in, and they'll get Desiree Powell back in there. And look, I'm telling you, she has just been solid. Been very impressed by the work of Lacaz, Powell. Those that coming off the bench are doing pretty good. That one thrown over the top. Stops, pops, shot is up, rolls around and no good. And well, I'm telling you, they can't buy a bucket in this one, and that's unfortunate. Just smothering defense by these Oak Hill Lady Rams. Don't forget, we are 16 seconds away from halftime. We'll take some commercials when that rolls around. Up and in, and count that one. Count it if it goes, and that will do it. 28-16 at the half. 28-16, Oak Hill in the lead in this one. It is halftime here. We'll be back in 10 minutes for second half action.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
A hot and steamy au jus is the king of dips. It enhances the flavor of everything. Roast beef, onions, cheese. I would dip everything in au jus if I could. Everything. Take it from a real firefighter. You gotta come and try this new French dip sub.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
We've all seen how quickly things can change. Everything from the world around us to the cost of things we use on a daily basis. That's why we all need someone in our corner to keep our family protected while still watching out for our pocketbook. I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. There's no better time than now to complete an insurance review to make sure you're properly covered and not paying too much. Whether it's in our office, at your home, or your place of business, let us help you find peace of mind. If you're in need of your insurance checkup, whether auto, home, or life, talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
For cataract surgery in Central Louisiana, Insist on Wallace Eye Associates, where leading eye surgeon Dr. Thomas Stuckey and our team of doctors continue to set the standard in cataract care in Louisiana. If you're over age 60 and just aren't seeing as well as you used to, let our cataract team restore your vision and renew your life. When it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
Just about a minute and a half to go in halftime. 28-16, Oak Hill Lady Rams on top, looking to punch their ticket to Hammond and March Madness, but there will not be a bit of let up in that Pitkin Tigers team. They will continue to fire away and fire away and fire away. They just relentless in pressure. Both of these schools really go at each other. But again, it is a trip in the semifinals down in March Madness on the line in this one. Oak Hill, like you, trying to get down there 4 years in a row now. These seniors have never not been to Hammond and March Madness, and I remember last year when they won that game and cut down the net. And so here we go. We're getting ready for the third quarter of play. We'll see who's got the ball coming out. Should be Oak Hill is what it looks like to me. And we are just a minute or so away from, or a couple of moments away from getting this thing going. We'll get back in to our zone here and ready to get to work again. We'll keep the clock up here and we'll keep you posted on that. Guys banging around down below us there. Leaning against the wall that is our scoreboard. Is our broadcast booth. Over in the corner now, we've got things corrected for you. That is Jowers who puts that one up. Finally, not shaking anymore. That one is controlled out by Lentz. Good pressure in the backfield, but able to get it across. Keep an eye on Nolan. She's playing with 3 fouls in this one, but have to get the junior back in there. Up top, 3 is up, bounces around, no good. Had a good look at it, did Lentz, but unable to get it there with the rebound. And an offensive foul is whistled, and that will be the 4th on Natalie Nolan. And that's what you were so concerned about if you're Cope Village George, and he's on the border of picking up a technical foul in this one. And that is 4 fouls on the junior. And Coach George going to leave her in there. Just you kind of have to right here. And still not denying, kicks it around. Laney's got it from downtown. She'll fire away. Still has not connected today at all. Jumping in and getting that rebound is Lentz. And she'll get the Tigers off and running. Trying to go coast to coast, does not. Still the drought for a field goal continues. It was the last 3 minutes of the first half. Finally, that is going to break it. We'll see. Yeah, they're going to call it blocking foul. Count the basket, and that foul is going to be on Cassie, which is her 2nd. Looking for the and one, and that ends about a 4-minute drought. Gets the lead back under double digits, 28-19. Oak Hill leads this. You see it on the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. Kicks out Laney from the top of the key. Didn't have a good look at it, and you could tell that by the way she followed her shot. That one thrown away. Look, the intensity of Coach George just, irate. And Natalie just gives him the thumbs up. Look, you're not going to find a more spirited game in Class B. Well, until the next time, and the next time, and the next time. I think every week it's this type of a battle. Laney thinks about it again. She has not had a lot of success. Fires away that one, and it looked like it was good. Follows her shot. She's the only one that thought it wasn't going to go. Everybody else, it looked like it was right on. Briley brings this one back out. And looking to burn a little bit of time here are the Lady Rams, kind of setting up 3 in the lane, and Jody says, that's okay, I'm going to take it to the house. Anyway, 30-19. Nolan over the timeline. Laney and Jowers there to turn that around. There's Nolan from downtown, gets it to fall. That's a good looking shot from Nolan. That's why you have to have her in there, and she plays with 4 fouls. Laney's going to continue to shoot it, trying to shoot back into it. They're going to call a foul inside on Briley, it looks like, and they will. That's Ducey, Riley Ducey, as Rosalind Ducey and Amaya Courts get set to check back in. 5:25 to go here in the third quarter. Coach West has laid off the trap just a little bit, and then quickly they jump right back into some full court business, trying to decoy a little bit, going right at it, and that's just good work from Charlie Lentz. Close as it's been in a while. They had got up to 12. And it's back to 6. Amaya trying to do something about that, but shoots that errantly. Inside it's Roz Ducey. the board in the bucket. Nolan gets that one swatted away, but right back to her. And here's pressure up top, but Pitkin able to shoot around it. Out of bounds, and will change their mind in between. And that will get Arcadia Lacaz back in there. Again, she and number 4, Desiree Powell, have really been solid for Coach George off the bench. We are 4.5 minutes away in the third, 4:36 remaining, and a timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout. We'll leave it right here. Thirty-second on the timeout. 32-24, 4:31 remaining in this one. So delighted that you are following along with us on this one. Get back going here right below where we are. 32-24, 4:27 and counting in the third. Nolan working it inside, finding no room there between Ducey. Count the basket though, good looking move inside by Charlie Lentz. Gets the basket to fall, and they'll call that on Roz Ducey. 32-26, count the basket, looking for the and one. And that is Lentz, and that will get Cassie and Laney back in the game. Laney scoreless from the field tonight, has shot but has not been able to really dial it up. She was close the last couple of times. Scoring's been done by Jody. The and one is up and it's good. 32-27, and again working that 12-point lead down to 5 now. Nolan jumps in and gets that one, and a foul is going to be whistled. Look like Cassie perhaps. They'll call that on Lacaz, and that is the 4th team foul for Oak Hill in the first 3 minutes and 51 seconds. And the next foul will have Pitkin shooting the rest of the way. Pitkin Lady Tigers in the bonus for the remaining 4 minutes of this one. 32-27, 3:56 and counting. Thought about it from the corner. That's a corner three that's launched. Front iron, no good. Cetus, probably one of the easier rebounds that she'll have in this one. Over in the corner, Laney thought about it. Nearly throws it away. But Braley's got it, and they'll reset things back up top. Briley now back at the point. She's got Markle on her, as that's been the case most of the game. Whoever's had the basketball, Markle's been on them. Over to Laney, she'll try it. From downtown, Laney Johnson. Second three-pointer, but first one for Laney. Laney's going to take that. Oh, they're going to call a block on Laney. Looked like she had position, but Laney's going to be whistled for her second personal foul. And this sends Lentz to the line, misses her first. Lentz second free throw attempt, it's up and it's good. 35-28, 7-point lead. They got it back down to 5. Lead was as large as 12 in this one here in this period. That sits at 2:55 and counting. All the way across to Laney. She's going to fire away again. Boom! She's got it, Laney Johnson from downtown. Laney's got 6 now in this one. Back-to-back threes. Laney comes up, gets a steal on that one, and the junior guard is playing pretty solid the last couple of minutes down. Swing it back up to Briley in the front. Over it goes. Braylee Cetus will fire away, and she's got it. And when those threes start happening, that's the makings of a big run, and it's extended to the largest lead, 41-38. Near turnover again, but Pitkin Lady Tigers have it. Kicking it outside. That three is up. Had a good look at it. Did Lacaze, unable to get that to fall. Nolan tries to go back with it, and Jowers is going to come out of there. Sliding in as Lacaze, and the ball is thrown away. Amaya Courts will make her way back in, and a full timeout coming up on the floor. We're going to step away and take it with them. We'll be back right after this. Back to work we go. 1:59 remaining following the full timeout from Coach George and Pitkin. Lady Tigers set to inbounds here. What was a 12-point lead at halftime got down to 5, is now up to 13. Oak Hill, a couple of back-to-back threes by Lainey Johnson. That one is up, rolls around, and good looking shot there. Spun over to Amaya. She's got it up top. Cetus also has a three in the middle of all of that. Helped extend that lead. They hit 3 threes. Well, we're a little lopsided on that, aren't we? We'll try to fix that one. Nolan pulls that one down. See if we can't get the proverbial ship righted for you there. Three-pointer rolls around, bounces out, and is no good. And I think I may have done a little more damage to it than anything. Let's straighten that out. There you go. And a foul is whistled. Here we go. Now you maybe won't be as seasick throughout all of this. Nolan comes out. That is her 5th foul, I guess. Maybe not. Maybe they didn't call that on her. I won't speculate. Going the other way. And Pitkin with another steal. Shot from downtown up, and it's good. Big time three, Arcadia Lacaze. Well, we've told you she's been going at it back to 8 now. And there's another turnover, and this is that same kind of run, answering the one that the Lady Rams went on. Inside it goes. So that 1-minute timeout did a lot for Coach George and his squad. Jowers comes down with that one, 41-33. 33 seconds remaining here in the third. And Coach Casey's going to take a timeout here. We'll see. 30-second timeout. So I think it's the guys up in front of us that are leaning back and pushing the table a little bit about us is what's getting us here. But we had 30.3 to go in this one. We're going to let you get up and take a look at that clock really quick. That's absolutely what it is. Them guys that are leaning on it, using it as a cushion back here. And not going to let Roz get in there or Amaya. So now they get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are in. Wouldn't take the substitution. Into the back court it goes. Laney had a couple of threes back to back, and that kind of got that lead out. There's a shot up by Cetus, no good. Running it down is Lacaze. She'll kick it back out to Jody, who finds Briley from downtown. That one is up and it's good. Back to a double-digit lead, but all the way down the floor it goes. At the buzzer, count it. Goodness gracious, at the end of 3. It's 44-35. Oak Hill with a 9-point lead as we move to the 4th. Set to inbounds from the far side after making a good little run to get this thing back to 9. It has got up to 13, but they've got as close as 5. There's a 3 that's up, and it's launched. No good. Banging around, Cassie trying to get the board, but it is going to be Pitkin that's just working. And Jowers with the foul. That's going to send Lila Markle, who I'm telling you what, as an 8th grader, you really need to watch her. She is going to be something through the years. But you see out of this level of basketball, somebody like that picks up and stars, and you've seen it all throughout all of these teams that we've seen getting back in there. Desiree Powell. She'll swap places with Madison Johnson. Misses that one, rebound out to Jowers, who had committed the foul, and Briley's got it, and they'll try to get in the front court and do. Braley is there. Diving around for it. Medusi's going to come up with it. Over to Jowers. They are out on her. They're not giving an inch of space to these Oak Hill shooters at all, trying to shut down any type of opportunity. That's just going to send Jowers inside. Spin move gets that to fall. And the senior that went over the 2,000-point mark this year, had 31 last week, on Monday, is continuing to do it. Boy, there's Lady just sticking a hand in there and getting that one. It's going to be a held ball, and possession will go over to the Lady Rams. 10-point lead, 46-36 in this one. It's been as much as 13. Pitkin led 2-0 after the first basket. But it's a game of runs. Each team just continuing to come after and come after and come after. One of these teams is going to win this one and go off to March Madness. That's inside to Jody. Spun around and it's good. A little bit of Jody Jowers power there as they're just continuing to feed the scoring machine from Oak Hill. Foul going to be whistled. We'll see if that's Jody's there, and that may be her 4th. 6:41 to go in this one. They're going to get Roz up there, and quickly they'll get Jody out of it. First free throw up and good. Roz Ducey comes in, 6:41 to go. 2 team fouls for Oak Hill, nothing for Pitkin. What that's going to do to you is hurt you. If it gets in a switch, and there's a lot of basketball to go. Still just an 11-point deficit. But if you have to get into a situation, make it 10, that you've got a foul, you haven't given any. Nolan will make her way back in. Natalie Nolan is playing with 4 fouls. Timeout whistled is what got it stopped. Full timeout on the floor. We'll leave it right here. .637 to go here from the Swamp in Northwood. Gym at capacity both games this week. Oak Hill still has to get it across the timeline before that 10-second count is there. It does not restart. Cetus into Amaya. A little bit of a shove. 48-38. You see it on your Wallace High Associates scoreboard. That is Roz up top that's got it. Oak Hill content to run some time off the clock, but Pitkin not going to allow that to happen freely. Laney got it. Those back-to-back threes from Laney were huge. This time they go inside, and that is going to be a foul. Whistled on, they called that on, well, no, what foul wasn't called. Both sides, 3 timeouts remaining in this, in case you're wondering. Good stuff inside those long arms of Amaya. She'll go the steal and the score coast to coast for Amaya Courts, and that's 50. For the Lady Rams, 38 for Pitkin. There's a block by Laney on Lacaz. That shot up and it's no good. Foul is whistled. We'll see who it's on. 45 is the call. That is Madison Johnson. And they will get Desiree Powell back into the game. Keep an eye on her and Lacaz over the few years too. They have come in and played off the bench well. This is just two teams that are full of stars going at each other. In this one, the number 6 Pitkin Tigers. There's Nolan jumping into the passing lane. She's got to be careful. She's got 4, but there's no time to lay up. She's got to get it. Laney going to the basket and gets it. She's got 8. Back down the floor the other way. And a foul is whistled. Offensively, they'll call that on Desiree Powell. 52-38. That 14-point margin is indeed the largest. And it comes with 5:11 to go in this one. 5 minutes, 11 seconds remaining. 2 team fouls apiece. Pitkin's going to have to take some here along the way to get in trouble. Oh, inside it goes, and Laney's going to go to the free throw line. See who they're going to whistle that on. 21 is that Arcadia Lacaz, and Laney will go to the line to shoot 2. That's 9 for Laney. We tell you that we keep up with it. She started this game tonight with 986 career points. She is at 995 currently, 5 away from the magic number of 1,000, but I know that she'd be okay getting that next game if she could. That's 10 for her to get out of here with a win. 54-38, 16-point margin. That one no good, and quickly going the other way. Jody's going to get whistled for the foul there, it looks like, as she was diving in for the ball. They do. They whistle Jody for it, and that is 5 on Jody. Jody has fouled out of this one. There's a look at the senior that was very, very prominent in this game. Jody Jowers fouls out with 4:46 to go in this one. 16-point margin. And here comes that defense looking for the steal, and they collapse on her right there at the Gators' eye. From downtown goes Cetus, misses that one, banging around, and Braley is going to get whistled for the foul, we believe. It is whistled on there. So with 10 points, Laney sitting at 996 in this one. 4.5 to go here. 16-point margin for the Lady Rams. And continuing that intense pressure. That one's going to go inside. And there's a block by Laney, who is just playing phenomenally here in this fourth period. Got a couple of threes to hit, made that one from the field, and then the 2 free throws. She'll work it around, and Oak Hill content to run a little bit of time. And Ducey, Roz says, I'm going to go to the basket, and she gets that to fall. And I think the Oak Hill fans are feeling it now with 3:55 and counting. There's a steal one more time. That's Roz that comes out of there with it. She'll find Laney off to the near side. Laney kicks it back to Briley, so need to get Laney to turn around. There's trap there. May get a timeout here, and a timeout is whistled. We knew that was coming. We saw that. Timeout on the floor whistled. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. 56-38. Largest lead of the ball game is 18, and it is sitting with 3:40 to go. Oak Hill 18-point lead, and you feel that they are ready to punch their ticket for a return trip down to March Madness in Hammond. And in command of this one and rolling over the last 3.40 of this one. In a game that was 28-16 at halftime. That was a 12-point lead. It's up to 18 now. Remember, it had got as close as 5 there at one point. But it's been all Oak Hill down the way. Jody Jowers out with 5 fouls, but a tremendous, tremendous job. Final in softball, Lady Trojans of Alexandria win 10-7 over West Ouachita. Again, I'm Doug Gann with 446 Sports. So delighted that you were a part of this one. May need another timeout. Throws that one away, does Briley, and you may have to get back into that offense. There they go inside. That one up, rolls around, no good, and that's just been the issue in this. Another foul on the floor. So both teams with 4 fouls, and each team will be shooting the rest of the way. Laney's got it there. Laney trying to go to the basket. She'll kick it out, knowing the junior, knowing that they don't need the points that they need, and now they're going to start going to the free throw line. So this final 3 will drag out just a little bit. That is, if that's on Nolan, that's the junior. First free throw is up, and it's good from Roz. Roz had herself a pretty good night, too. 10 points for Laney. That one bounces around. Another big night for Jody. Hand in there, but Pitkin able to come away with it out into the corner. That three is launched. It's up, bangs around, no good. Cassie's going to whistle for the foul. There'll be a lot of free throws that get shot and a lot of clock stoppages along the way. Right now, it sits at 2:52 in this one. Amaya Courts set to check back in, as well as Natalie Sims. First time I think that we've seen Sims tonight, and that sends Desiree Powell to the line. She'll sit right there and just get some insight. No, that's Sims who didn't go in, maybe was going to the scorer's table but did not. And Cassie will swap places with Amaya Courts. (57-39). Rebound controlled by Braley, but stolen up and undercount the basket. And that's good hustle and good work by Charlie Lentz. 57-41, they will call that on Braley. And as we said, both teams in the bonus. Lentz trying to go and get the and one. Scoring while the clock stops. Sims will get in following this one. If there's a dead ball, it's not. Laney's got that. And you got to think that Coach Casey's got to get them back into the flow of that offense. Just don't seem to be effectively working here. Going to pull it back out and get fouled. As she told us afterwards, that, and you know it, they've got to foul and send Oak Hill to the free throw line. Don't forget, we'll catch up with Coach West when this one is over. 45 is who that's called on. Madison Johnson and Ross Ducey will go to the line here. First free throw up, rolls around, no good. And that's going to get Sims into the game, as well as Lila Markle. I think Markle may have been just over talking to Coach George. In fact, she was. Amaya follows Sims all the way down the floor, trying to have a little run out there, and didn't. They spotted it, picked it up on it. 58-41. And Cetus is whistled for a foul up at the top, and that'll drive you crazy if you're a head coach. Up and back into the game goes Johnson, but two free throws, and look, 2:27 to go, 17-point lead. Yes, it's comfortable, but you get a couple of misses, miss a couple of free throws, hit a couple of threes, and Pitkin not going to go away, I promise you that. They will battle to the final buzzer. Cetus comes out, and Cassie makes her way back in there. Things starting to shake here. That one bounced around, no good. Cassie goes out and gets that rebound. Throws it away, though. Might should have let that one go. That shot up, and it's no good. Rebound controlled by Pitkin again, and they will take it back out. That's inside the three-point line. That is the two. That is the two. Count it. That was Charlie Lentz that steps back and gets that one to fall. 58-44. Don't go anywhere just yet. There's 2:15 to go. It's a full timeout here from the Swamp. We'll leave it right here. Cetus checking back in. She'll go back in at the next when we start things back up. At halftime, it's good to see Christina Green. She came over and said hi to it, visited with us there. So welcome back to Christine. She comes to a lot of these games. It's good to see her and Alexis both come back in here, and they're, I don't think, two bigger fans cheering on this team than them two. Alexis with LSUA, and they're in the Red River Athletic Conference tournament right now that starts tomorrow. So I know some of these Lady Rams will go out and probably watch that one. Find where they're going to bring it in from down the end, and Pitkin will pressure, you got to believe, because they're going to continue to try to send Oak Hill to the free throw line. They'll try to get a steal first, and if not, they don't want to foul Briley. They get it down the floor to Cassie. And Cassie, they will whistle Cassie, and she'll go whistle the foul on Cassie, and she'll go to the free throw line. Whistle that on 20 is Bella Bailey, who was in there to take those fouls, you can believe. First free throw up, and it's good. Oak Hill back in the lead by 15. That is Arcadia Lacaz that's there. Hard free throw, bounces and misses. 59-44 is where it stays, and you absolutely do not want to foul if you're Oak Hill. Launching a three up and no good, and Briley pulls that one down. She will be fouled, and that'll go back down to the other end. And let's get a look back at that student section who has been loud and proud like this the entire year. I don't think they can see us, but that's how you come out for a game right there. They are fired up in this one. .159 remaining here. One tick of the clock, less than 2 minutes here in the fourth. Wallace High Associate Scoreboard tells you what you need to see. That one is there. 60-44. Lead is back to 16. The largest lead was 18 a few minutes ago. Three-pointer launched up, and it's no good, and there's the run out. Riley's going to take it, and she'll slow things down. That's over to Cetus to the near side, and Coach Casey tell him just slow down, slow down, slow down. Cross court it goes. There's going to be a foul on Roz, and Roz has just responded by calmly going up there and sinking the free throws. They'll whistle that one on Charlie Lenz. You see up there in the top left, that clock, 1:36 remains between Oak Hill and a trip back to Hammond for Marsh Madness. That is Lexi Strother that comes back in. She'll swap places with Desiree Powell. Well, the defensive work by Jody and Laney and Cassie and Roz and all of them, Brayley. I mean, you don't want to leave anybody out. Briley, they have all played so well here. And this second half have converted it to points. Three-pointer from Lentz up, and it's no good. Rebound controlled by Roz. Jumping in for the steal, not getting it, was Natalie Sims. Let's give them that other one since you made it. 62-44. Again, 1:20 to go in this one. Oak Hill a minute 20 away from punching their ticket back to Hammond. Things are tense but comfortable in this one if you're an Oak Hill fan. They're just going to try to pressure and get a steal. I don't think they're fouling. They're going to try for a steal, and that's all. 1 minute even, 1 minute remaining here in this one. Lentz trying to get the steal, and that'll send Cetus, and look at fouled, but Cetus goes right over there to help Lentz up in that one. And, you know, as intense as things are, and you can hear the chants of wait till baseball up in the crowd by that student section from Pitkin. And that's the equalizer. You just, that's as much as the scoreboard chant from the team that's ahead. 63-44, 19-point margin, and that will, Lacaz checks back in. Free throws down the stretch, unable to close the gap here in this one was Pitkin. Battled, but did that run where Laney hit a couple of threes. And I guess it was about a 9-0 run that kind of opened things up. Got it back as close as 5, but it's been all Oak Hill down the stretch. That three ball, no good. Good save underneath. And back the other way, Laney's got it there. She gives it ahead to Cetus. Who'll go coast to coast and get that one to fall. 22-point margin here, and you see Coach Casey West fired up about this one as well. She's looking to that bench to get some of the younger players in there, and you see them. And that's going to be a tremendous round of applause for those ladies that are coming out in their next game will be in Hammond. You see the emotion over there between the head coach and her starting 5. Three-pointer launched, it's up, and it's no good. Danzy hustling that one down. She'll have it, kicks it back out top to Rachel. Over on their side's Danzy. Boogie calling for it inside, but they're just going to kick it around. The last 4 and 3 and 2. Boogie does put the shot up, 1, and that's your ball game. Back to Hammond go the Lady Rams, and boy, you're liable to end up getting hurt down there with the celebrations that are going on. Crowd here just on fire in this one. Tough end to the season for the Lady Tigers of Pitkin, and they'll get the ladder out and they'll cut down the net, and we'll have a little bit for you. Coach Casey West and Coach Philip George right there. Very mutual respect for each other. And that is indeed your ball game. We'll get it up on the scoreboard so you can see it there, but it's 66-44. 22 was the final margin. Very emotional down on the floor is Briley. She knows that she's got another shot at it after being injured in the middle part of the year. She has fought back. Jody right there with her. Jody and Cassie and Briley going back for the 4th straight year as seniors. And first group to do that. I think last year they were the first to go 3 times in a row, so they continue to add to those things. Guys, we're going to shut it down here. It has been a tremendous one. Keep an eye out for the updates tonight and what happens, and we will see you from Hammond as March Madness goes, waiting on the winner of that game. It should be Monday or Tuesday, but you guys will know way quicker than I will. So for everybody that watched in this one, it's been a pleasure bringing it to you for 446 Sports. I am Doug Gann. God bless you all, and good night.